Well, hello guys, and welcome to Buddha's Place. Well, okay, so let me go ahead and let me go ahead and I hope everybody's doing well. So look here, I got a couple answers to a couple of questions that were asked while in certain comments. I think I got two or three of them, so I'm gonna try to get to those and let me go ahead and. But first I'm gonna do one question. I Whole Man said he has a question of whether this man was doing something ethically wrong. Okay, so he wants to know if it was something ethically wrong. Okay, so in Tropic Thunder, Robert Downey Jr. played a soldier, but he was blackface, and he played for 98% of the movie. Okay, and because of what's happening in nowadays with blackface and people doing that, a lot of people think um, that shouldn't happen. Um, I just want you guys to know something. I grew up in the '60s. I grew up in the '60s, so I have a totally different mm, perspective on racism and things that happened in the '60s versus what happens now. Do I think they could have found an individual who was black to play a black man, to play a black soldier in the war? Yes, they could have. They really could have. Would he have been as talented as Downey? Probably so. But that wasn't what they wanted to do, right? That's not what they wanted. In the '60s, they had blackface, '50s, '60s, '40s, '30s. Blackface was common. They would never hire an Indian to play an Indian. They just paint up a white dude to play an Indian. They wouldn't. It's just the way it used to be. And some of that still resonates in Hollywood. And that's how it goes, man. They make the rules, they do what they want. Now, whether it's right or wrong, it's not up to me. I either go see the movie or I don't. And that's how you make up your mind on what you want to do. That's how I see it. I don't see it as an ethical problem. It's just what they're the we all know that they could have probably found another actor to act the part, but they didn't want that. And as long as you know that, then you know. I'm not mad at Ronnie at him for playing the role. It was an opportunity for him to make some money and to showcase his talents. But if you want an authentic portrayal of then you pick person who has the that's my thing. That's it. I'm not gonna go beyond that because then it'll get too deep, and I don't want to get that deep. But I want you guys to understand, always understand that when you're living now is way different than it was in the '50s and '60s. And what you consider racism today is nothing to what it used to be. We're getting better. We are definitely getting better. And that's it. Another question that was asked, I gotta go look at this one right here. I'm just ah ah let me look this up. I don't even know if that's gonna work. So let me look this up. Um okay. Um Lustrate Gamer said it's sad this YouTube thing isn't working out for you, Pops. Okay. I don't know if that came up, but anyway. All right. So I've read a couple of people saying what I'm going back to work for a reason that is I don't know. There's two reasons I'm going back to work. One of them is that on this channel I didn't achieve what I wanted to achieve, um, and that's my fault. My lack of wanting to take a risk and fail is a part of what happened. That's nobody's fault but my own. The other part is I want you guys to understand. I want you to listen to what I'm telling you. I want you to pay attention. The revenue that is generated from Bucketheadnation, this is shared by me and my son. Okay, and that revenue, um, as far as I'm concerned, is better served for him, his new child, and his girlfriend going forward to allow them the opportunity to obtain the things that they need to go forward in their lives. Did you understand what I'm telling you? That I I'm at a point in my life where I'm okay with making less money, but I want to help them acquire the things that they need in order to make their family sufficient. That's why I'm going back to work, really. It's because I love them and they love me, and that's the right thing for me to do. I'm still able to work. I'm still viably functional to work, and if sometimes I get a little bored, so and it just works out better that way. I'm not gonna work long. I'll probably work 5 years. That's it, 5 years, and I'm done. They should hopefully have a good foothold on their life, and then my most of my stuff will be paid for in 4 years or less, so I'm fine, and I can actually retire, and live out the last 10 or 15 years if God allows me that much time um, to explore whatever else I want to do. But that's what I'm trying to do. I want to make sure that my grandson has a good foothold, him and his family, to go forward in their lives. No more simple than that. That's it. So, and maybe I'll acquire those skills that I need in order for me to achieve the standards and that I want to be able to do going forward in my last 5 years or for the rest. I'm not, that's what I want. I have some stuff to teach you guys, and I'm going to start teaching. There's some things I want to teach you guys before I go, and I'm going to teach you them. Last question. Okay, I'm gonna take this one. It was the boxing question and how I felt about an individual who said that he didn't agree with me, and you know what? When I thought about it, I'm thinking he might be right. The numbers that the YouTubers, KSI, Logan Paul, Jake Paul, and all these gentlemen have achieved have not been achieved by anybody outside of YouTube. YouTube has truly changed the game and how the game is played. And I have to tell you, when I looked up the numbers, KSI and Logan Paul were guaranteed 900,000. Jake Paul and this gentleman Gibb were guaranteed 900,000. Logan Paul KSI fight pulled in 1.2 million views. 1.2 million views at $10 a piece. The venue that they were in England sold out. There was over 1 million streams on Twitch that were illegal, or something like that. 500,000 to 1 million. The number has not been. So if we're talking, it is the biggest fight that's ever happened. Now that I agree with. So if they come up with a YouTube division, it might do quite well. Because YouTubers, if you can't wolf on the screen, or you can't wolf on your phone or in Twitter, and somebody call you out, you got to go get your nose busted, then it might be all right. Just my opinion, my thought on how I feel about it. I just want to tell you guys from the bottom of my heart, thank you for all that you do in supporting this channel and Buckethead Nation. Thank you for everything. I appreciate you and have nothing but admiration and support for each and every one of you. Again, I want to tell you thank you for taking the time out of your day to spend it with me, and hopefully I entertained you enough or gave you enough knowledge to. That's what my thing is. I'm gonna put out a video on some subjects that I'm gonna put out before I go back to work. I don't know. It's gonna be. Hopefully I go back to work in less than 2 to 3 weeks, because there's the process of them fingerprinting and all that other stuff. But hopefully in less than 2 to 3 weeks, and that'll be it. So again, thank you for your time. I appreciate you, support you, and y'all have a wonderful day. Be good to one another, be safe, and I'll talk to you another time. Take care. Goodbye, guys.